flexing that ankle.
Golly, this late in the game, you do not want to see.
Caitlin Clark is injured again, and this time, fans aren't just concerned, they're furious. This isn't just a bump or bruise, it's her second injury of the season, and depending on the severity, it could keep her sidelined for a while. What's true?
Stephanie White has now got questions to answer.
This isn't about one moment, it's about a season-long build-up. From inconsistent officiating to questionable decisions by the Fever, Caitlin hasn't been properly protected. Not physically, not strategically, and not by those who should fully understand what she means to the game. Now, there's growing concern, not just for Caitlin's health, but for her future and the WNBA's momentum. We've already seen what happens when she's off the court, ratings drop, ticket sales fall, and the energy just disappears. The league got a wake-up call after her last absence, and it's about to get another. So let's break down.
Boston hands it off as Clark's back in, and she goes down. At midcourt and flexing that ankle.
Golly, this late in the game, you do not want to see.
This is the play against the Seattle Storm where Caitlin appeared to aggravate her groin.
With Caitlin, when did you guys find out about this groin injury, and how much of an absence do you expect from her beyond today?
Yeah, late last night. I think it's very much a day-to-day thing, how she responds to treatment.
But Fever fans have heard that before.
How is she doing? Is there any timeline for her return?
Yeah, she's doing well. She's doing well. Again, no timeline. I think it's day-to-day, and for us to just make sure that we're continuing to be supportive of DB.
We all remember Dana Evans being called day-to-day, only to find out she'd requested time off while the team quietly shopped her around. Fans are skeptical of Stephanie White's...
It's one of two things. It's either it's groin tightness and she'll be back for the Commissioner's Cup game. She's probably going to miss these next two games. Or it's a groin strain, she's out for the All-Star game. It's one of those two, and there's no in between.
Even if Caitlin's injury turns out to be minor, there are strong arguments for her to sit out longer, not because fans want it, but because the pattern of mishandled injuries is becoming too obvious to ignore.
I think we're getting into territory now where it is not, I don't think it's a good idea to just chance it. I don't think it's a good idea to put pressure on yourself to perform when obviously these are all left leg. These are all in the same leg area. So there's definitely something going on around there.
And beyond that, many now believe this isn't just about one isolated injury. The theory is that Caitlin's been playing through pain for days, maybe even weeks, and simply worsened it during the Storm game. There's some real evidence for that. First, the numbers. Ever since that rough matchup against Connecticut where she took a beating, Caitlin's performance has dipped. Not just slightly, drastically. She's gone 1 for 23.
So if you guys did not see, in this game right here, against the New York Liberty, she's doesn't have anything strapped up, and people are saying her quad was strapped up against Connecticut Sun. That is a very high strapping up for a quad.
And that's where fan frustration with Stephanie White boils over. Because if Caitlin was playing injured all this time,
you guys rushed her back, and within rushing her back, she re-injured that same quad, and then you rushed her back again. And then within rushing her back, she was forced to put pressure and put stress on different areas surrounding that quad. That leads us to our most recent groin injury.
It's a known fact, when one part of your body isn't 100%, you naturally overcompensate, shifting strain to other areas. That's how new injuries happen. So when fans saw Caitlin returning with her leg heavily wrapped, a fair question surfaced. Should she have even...
There's a lot of speculation that she did get hurt in the final seconds of the Seattle game.
With just seconds left in the game, the Fever were up by 8, and yet, Caitlin was subbed back in. Why? Sure, maybe she wanted to break her slump, maybe she asked to go in. But with 16 seconds on the clock and the win secured, it was the coach's responsibility to protect her. Especially her. Considering she's been visibly playing through pain with her leg taped in multiple games, it's time to question Stephanie White's job.
Caitlin Clark clearly not looking like herself. The Indiana Fever has the game put away, yet we still put her back in the game at 45 seconds left. Caitlin Clark dealing with an injury, not looking like herself. The game is already out of hand, yet we still put her back in with 45 seconds left. How much patience do I need to have before I can start going nuclear? Because I am getting very frustrated with what I am seeing.